Ashley, how's it going?
Good, and you, sir?
Good, man. So this is a new vibration sensor technology from Balluff, right?
Yes, correct. So this is a condition monitoring sensor. Does 3-axis vibration analysis and contact temperature. Kind of a holistic view on the vibration of either specific bearings, in this case, that we're looking at on the shaft, or we can do it on the motor as well, where we look at the motor and we analyze the overall. So we're not specifically looking at drive or non-drive end, but we can also do sensors that do the 3-axis vibration with contact temperature, as well as relative humidity and ambient pressure.
Okay. So are these on the bearing single axis, or are they 3-axis as well?
Three axis as well. So we're looking at X, Y, and Z.
Okay.
We've developed a small little gateway box called the condition monitoring toolkit.
Yep.
This is the visualization aspect of it. But as the landing place, you'll see the local dashboard. It's all Linux based. And then we've integrated, because vibration is such a daunting topic for everybody, we've integrated a BCM assistant, which kind of guides the user through a simplistic setup of the actual application. So we can, for example, look at identifying it, setting it up for a motor, for a pump, for a fan, a compressor, or we can just do custom setup for either temperature, the bearing analysis for FFT, or user-defined RMS and peak values. We've got an integrated database of about 160,000 different bearings integrated for the customer already, and then you just need to put in your part number. So we know in this part number for this bearing is a 6202, and then we can go to NSK, and then it gives us the bearing that we selected, and it gives us the inner race, the outer race, and the rolling element frequencies that's allowed for that specific bearing.
Wow, so that setup is then very easy to do.
Yeah.
Because you've got the database of all the bearings.
Correct.
You static speed, or you plug in a speed sensor as well.
Exactly, yes. So we've got all those frequencies, and the nice thing is we can then look at all these allowable frequencies, and we can set up alerts and alarms on this device that will then send you an email or a message or a WhatsApp through a chatbot that explains to you that there's an issue with that bearing and you need to get somebody out to have a look at it.
How do you set up those alerts?
The alerts is fairly simple. It's a Grafana dashboard. So just by clicking on the dashboard, we get the 3 little dots on the side. So we can just click add the alert. We create our evaluation time, the time range that we want to have that, and and the time period that it needs to exceed that threshold for us to trigger. And once we've done that, we can obviously select what we want to do, whether that's contact temperature, the average, the high, and then we trigger the alarm, and from there the software will take over and basically send you the alert.
I think this is very useful, because I think one of the big challenges with vibration is obviously how difficult it is to set up and the configuration, and you have to understand FFT and all that kind of stuff, whereas this is kind of plug and play almost.
Exactly, it's a simplified version of it. So if you look at vibration in its entirety, there's so many different spectrums and bands that you can work in with it. This basically takes all of that control and identifies what frequencies we're looking at on a specific machine, and then give you the power to decide what you want to do with that information once we trigger and give you the alert.
Awesome. Thanks, Ashley.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.